All right, folks, it's Saturday, December 21st, 2024, and I have an XRP 2025 derivatives prediction. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, derivatives are essentially a representation of something, but it's not the actual thing. So essentially, a derivative of the US dollar would be RLUSD on the XRP ledger, right? You own a derivative of the actual thing, which is the US dollar that backs that RLUSD token. That's the most simple example, but what you have to understand is that these markets are well into the hundreds of trillions, and the notional value of these derivatives markets is well into the quadrillions, as to a point that they can't even track. Now, my prediction for 2025 is that we're going to see an explosion of tokenization on the XRP ledger in 2025, and a lot of derivatives are going to be tokenized on the XRP ledger. In fact, we have whole marketplaces for derivatives that are being built out right now. And I'm also going to explain how the XRP ledger DEX in and of itself is a ledger for derivatives from inception. And I'm going to show you that David himself has been trading tokenized derivatives, precious metals on the XRP ledger since 2013. So without further ado, let's get right on into this update. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Everything is at my website, zachrector.com, and we also have quick links in the description down below. Let's rock and roll. Starting it out, this is really what it's all about right here from Ben Rickard. Central banks create dollars, euros, yen, and have been exchanging it for gold at the fastest rate in recorded history. They don't even trust the currency that they are in charge of creating. Think about that. That's all you need to know. And so we've been acquiring precious metals, we've been acquiring digital assets, and I had to laugh because I was seeing some of these memes get shared over this past week as the market was coming back down. I saw memes like this one shared with everyone freaking out. Oh my gosh, Bitcoin just crashed by 15%. XRP's down by 20%. Oh no. But people who have been in crypto for 6 years, we just laugh and shrug it off, just like in this visualization right here. This must be the announcer from WWE, which, by the way, I did just watch that documentary on Vince McMahon, WWE. That was a fascinating story. Anyways, so if you guys are looking to get precious metals, we have that linked up down below, along with cryptocurrency exchanges and wallets, of course. But if you want to roll over a 401k retirement account or get metals delivered to your door, we can facilitate both of that. But what happened here, good summary here from the Kabesi letter, panic selling returned as U.S. equity funds posted $50 billion of outflows in the week ending December 18th, the largest since September of 2009. So although us in the crypto space, we're numb to this. This doesn't impact us. But what you're seeing in the traditional stock market is it's already topped out. It's starting to roll over. And in fact, panic selling came in this week to a level that we haven't seen since September of 2009. Also, the volatility index posted its second largest daily gain in history. Here's what you need to know. So on this week, we saw large cap funds saw 20.9 billion of outflows, ending a 6-week streak of inflows. It's all about the liquidity. Where's it going, right? Outflows in small cap, multi-cap, and mid-cap funds were 5.4 billion, 3.9 billion, and 2.9 billion. Massive outflows. Meanwhile, the volatility index, the VIX, saw a 74% jump on December 18th, the second largest in history. This is even higher than the jump seen in February of 2007 and June of 2020. On February 5th, 2018, saw a larger daily jump in volatility. So why did the panic return so rapidly? Many were caught off guard by what appeared to be a sudden shift in Fed policy. Fed officials revised rate cut outlook in 2025 from 3 cuts down to 2. What I was going to say is that a lot of folks were actually pricing in 4 rate cuts. Remember, this is the same market that was pricing in 6 rate cuts this year and another 7 last year. And we ain't even close to that, right? And so the markets were caught off guard because now the Fed officials have revised the rate cut outlook to 2 for next year in 2025. Even worse, Fed Chair Powell said the 25 basis point rate cut on Wednesday was a closer call, meaning that they almost didn't even cut, right? So this sent rippled effects throughout all markets, and the US dollar strengthened to new 52 weeks highs. The Canadian dollar is now at its weakest point against the US dollar since March of 2020. The US dollar is nearing its strongest level against the Canadian dollar since 1990. So the DXY spiked back up, liquidity got sucked out of crypto, out of the stock market, and we saw even the bond market sell off as well too. And so this is all coming from the Fed, not so much on the rate cut that they gave us this week, but on the outlook for the next year. And so we're seeing a repricing of assets as we speak. And this is why I've been talking about staying liquid. This isn't the big one. This isn't the black swan. This isn't what brings markets crashing on down. We've already rolled over, and now we've started a slow bleed out of the stock market. Crypto gets smacked, but it recovered pretty well and is actually in a position of strength. I'm going to show you that here shortly. Dr. Pastet, out of 20 charts I watch, including Bitcoin and ETH, the only one which made a higher low instead of a lower today is XRP. Everything else is making bearish retest, so I'd say more likely than not, the bottom is not in for the market as a whole, but for XRP, I'm rather 50-50. And when we go to the charts here on Bitcoin, what I notice here on Bitcoin is that, yes, we did come down and set a lower low compared to where we were at on Monday, December 9th, but we did not go all the way down to the lows on December 5th of 90,600. So it's a higher low compared to that, but yes, we did break below the lows from December 9th. On Ethereum, you can see that we broke well below that, well below setting new lows, and that chart's looking weak. But the XRP chart is actually still looking very, very strong when you see here that we set a higher low, right? We came all the way down here on December 9th. That was all the way down here to $1.94. The next day, we came back down to $1.90. And here, yes, earlier this week, I should say, XRP did come back to about $1.98, $1.99, and then we bounced back up rapidly, up over about 18%, pumping up here to $2.30 briefly, almost $2.40 actually. Now we've cooled off to about $2.24, but just incredible strength on the XRP chart, and you don't see that same structure across the rest of crypto. I think the H bar is the only other one that I notice on my chart that set a higher low and is still holding bullish posture, while everything else is really starting to, fold over. And the reason why, we've seen XRP hold $2 and there's still a lot of room to the upside is because the fundamentals just remain so strong. And as I wanted to talk about in today's video here, XRP 2025 derivatives prediction, what we're starting to see folks recognize is that the XRP ledger tokenization is about to explode. Not just with derivatives, but I mean, every financial asset that you can think of is about to get tokenized on the XRP ledger. Now, this is coming up because Bitstamp put out a tweet here just yesterday saying XRP is going to make history next year. So that's Bitstamp's prediction for XRP next year, is that we're going to be making history. Now, part of that might be the derivatives exchange on the XRP ledger that Bitstamp is looking to create. Bitstamp is building a derivatives exchange on the XRP ledger and being acquired by Robinhood in 2025, by the way. This is retweeted by Sistine Research, and what they're referencing is this post right here. This is overlooked by many. Bitstamp partnering with Ripple to launch crypto derivative trading for some top 30 global banks. The banks will offer crypto services to their clients. Now, I remember covering this at the time, actually, but this was only covered by a few of us. This was actually overlooked by many. And as I've been saying, many people don't even know that we have a DEX. We finally got listed on DEX Screener. Now we're listed on DEX Tools. Next, we need to get listed on CoinGecko. And then more and more people will actually know that we have NFTs and AMM, meme coins, and derivatives as well. But this clip here, I'll play this real quick here.
We hope to cooperate closely with Ripple there as well in final stage of integration of really some top 30 commercial banks globally on Bitstamp as a service. So these commercial banks will offer crypto through Bitstamp. So
this was put out here. And this is a crypto derivatives trading that they're going to be doing with some top 30 global banks here. And hopefully that clip doesn't get me copyrighted. There's a little bit of music there in the background. So if I do have to clip this out after the fact, basically it's somebody from Bitstamp talking about this crypto derivative trading platform that they're going to be bringing to Bitstamp. And remember that Robinhood is actually in the process of acquiring Bitstamp. I don't know if they're waiting for the SEC to approve that or which regulator they're looking to approve that sale. Once that goes through, that acquisition will be done. Bitstamp will be acquired by Robinhood. And remember, Robinhood just relisted XRP. You see, guys, this is all part of this setup right here. People that didn't have access to XRP before or didn't know about it, now they're starting to see, XRP is available on Robinhood. I know many of us don't use Robinhood, but there are a lot of people that have just gotten into crypto, and the first platform that they're trading on is Robinhood. But back to the derivatives. What you have to understand is that this market is so big, they can't even track it. I mean, this is what blew us up during the Great Financial Crisis was derivatives on mortgage-backed securities. You know, it was a security of mortgages wrapped together in a package. And remember the movie The Big Short, right? And they're doing the Jenga, or is that what the Jenga blocks? They're stacking them up. This is AAA, this is AA, this is single A, and you start pulling them all out, and then eventually the thing just falls and implodes. Well, that's the big one that I've kind of been waiting for is, you know, the big reset, big black swan comes in and really breaks this market. And there's a global margin call underway right now. Jerome Powell reminded us of that this week. But what happened this week in the markets is the market finally, you know, repricing assets based off the expectation that next year is not going to be so easy. But this isn't the big one. I think that derivatives, when it does go pop, it's going to be nasty. And it's because we literally can't even track how big it is. But by our estimates, it's well into the hundreds of trillions conservatively. What we can't track, the notional value is well into the quadrillions. And so when this implodes, we're talking about bringing our markets, metaphorically speaking, to its knees. And we have to rebuild it, right? We have to bring liquidity back in. How do you do so? Well, I got to remind everybody, the XRP Ledger DEX, the decentralized exchange built into the XRP Ledger, we had the first DEX back in 2012 when the XRP Ledger was created. But all that the XRP Ledger is on its premise, right, is a ledger for exchanging derivatives. Whether the token is a derivative of a meme, whether the token is a derivative of the US dollar like ROUSD, whether the token is a derivative of some silver or gold. In this case, I'm going to show you here David Schwartz correcting me, saying that, you know, we've had tokenized silver dimes on the XRP Ledger going back to 2013. I had put out a post from Ascension Index talking about their ability to redeem tokenized gold and silver on the XRP Ledger. And I asked the question, does any other chain have this? And I saw a few other people commented about, oh yeah, this chain has this project, this chain has that. I know a lot of people are claiming that they're backing their token by gold or silver, but can you actually redeem it? That's the question. And in this case, David Schwartz responded to me right here, and he says that he redeemed silver dimes on the XRP Ledger in 2013, and he keeps them close by for luck. Now, my prediction is that real-world asset tokenization on the XRP Ledger is going to explode next year. We've had this functionality since 2012. Nobody knew about it. We've had a DEX since 2012. Nobody knew about it. And we're finally just getting the recognition that we deserve. But what's even better than that is it's not just, oh, we got a DEX. Well, that's great. Who's on your DEX? What assets are on your DEX? And the big problem is that we were missing legitimate issuers. That game's changed. Now the XRP has legal clarity, the game has changed. And now folks are choosing the XRP Ledger. Now Ripple has set the standard for tokenization with their stablecoin ROUSD. But the blueprint that they laid out applies to tokenized real estate, metals, bonds, you name it. And I'm not just talking about this. This is actually being built out right now. On the speculation about Bitstamp derivative exchange on the XRP Ledger, Dennis Angel, huge shout out to Dennis, proposed a while ago XLS62, which would bring us options for the XRP Ledger. Combined with the compliance amendments of DID and credentials, this is a great combo for advanced financial products. Guys, the XRP Ledger is an exchange for trading derivatives. That's what it is. We already have derivatives. We don't need to wait for Bitstamp to create a platform. But what my prediction is for next year, and why this is important, what Bitstamp and others are doing, is it's about the issuers. See, it's one thing, oh, hey, I'm going to launch a token today and I'm going to say it's backed by gold. Congratulations. What's important is legitimate issuers coming to the XRP Ledger like Ripple and saying, yes, here's US dollar stablecoin tokenized on the XRP Ledger. Here's our trust company where we're keeping the collateral, where we're keeping the dollars, where we're keeping the short-term treasury bills to back this stablecoin. And they lay out the blueprint for everybody else that wants to bring tokenized assets to the XRP Ledger, whether that be an option, whether it be a derivative, whether it be some real estate. By definition, they're all derivatives. The meme coin, drop, bear, whatever meme coin you want to talk about, it's all a derivative of a meme. Same principle. But the good news is that Bitstamp and others, they're going to create platforms, and I actually interviewed Prop2. Prop2 is a company that's going to be building a tokenized real estate platform on the XRP ledger. What is that? It's derivatives of real estate tokenized on the XRP ledger, but most importantly, a platform which will make it easier to do this type of trading and tokenization, right? Because you need to be able to say, hey, here's who the issuer is. Here's why they're reputable. Here's where the collateral's at. If it's real estate, here's the real estate deal. Here's the performa. You can see what you can expect as far as an investor in this investment opportunity. And in 3 to 5 seconds, you can get liquidity to this asset right away. And if the asset gets added to an AMM liquidity pool, we can help build out the liquidity for that asset through the AMMs as well. So you're going to see Bitstamp, you're going to see companies like Prop2, they already are working with Ripple. They got a grant from Ripple. And so I had a conversation with their CEO. You probably haven't heard of them yet because they haven't gone live with their platform and they haven't launched their token yet, but they're supposed to be going live here in the next couple of months. They're part of a special accelerator group working with Ripple. And so it was an absolute pleasure to speak with the guy behind that project and, well, a couple of the guys behind that project. But, you know, the point being, you saw Sologenics brought forward a platform. They were one of the first. You've seen XP Market, Anados Finance, X Magnetic, right? All these platforms that have brought forward better interfaces for using the XRP Ledger DEX. The underpinning of all these platforms is the XRP Ledger DEX that we can all access. We don't need all of these platforms to access the DEX, but what they're doing is they're creating better user interfaces. So Prop2 is going to create tokenized real estate on the XRP Ledger, a platform for trading those derivatives. Bitstamp, they're going to create another platform, right? And you know, through Bitstamp, their partnership with Robinhood, or at least being acquired by Robinhood, right? They're going to bring more legitimate issuers to the XRP Ledger. And this is what we've been waiting for. For crying out loud, we finally got our stablecoin, RLUSD. Now we get everything else tokenized on the XRP Ledger. And the prediction that I have for next year is that you're just going to see billions upon billions getting tokenized. I mean, remember private equity firm Aurum set to tokenize $1 billion worth of debt and equity on the XRP Ledger. There's no end to this in sight. This is just the very beginning. We are early in this game. And so I would encourage you guys to understand how to use the XRP Ledger DEX, how to use the AMM, how to understand these tools. And as these assets come to this platform, you'll be able to get access to them in 3 to 5 seconds at nearly no cost, other than the cost that you're going to pay for those tokens, right? There's no fees on the XRP Ledger. It's just instant access to liquidity right away. We've been waiting for legitimate issuers to show up. Now they're showing up. We've been waiting for legal clarity for XRP. We got that. Legal clarity for RLUSD. We got that. And these platforms are waiting for regulations to get passed so that they can bring tokenized derivatives and other real world assets to the XRP Ledger as well too. It's all coming. It's all here, and it's going to be exploding in 2025. Now, before I send you guys off for today, I do want to give a shout out to Fruition Productions. They are running a limited Christmas special on Rig from the Start, now available for $9.99 until Christmas Day. Great last minute gift for your friends and family. 2025 is going to be a major year for crypto, and I would have to agree. And I got to give a huge shout out to Wifey, because that was actually my first Christmas present right here, was this framed up poster from Rig from the Start is the new title, but it was XRP Unleashed. So I'm excited that I get to add this piece to the office. Huge shout out to Wifey. I hope you guys are enjoying the Christmas season and the holidays. Buckle up though, let's get locked in, because 2025 is going to be a big one. So enjoy the break, have some time with family, and let's get ready to get back to work in 2025, because it's going to be massive, not just for XRP, but let's make it massive for you and your businesses as well too. Everything is at ZachRector.com. Quick links down below. I appreciate your support. Can we smack it and tap it on the way out for me? I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.